And if you travel a few hours north of here, you'll find hope in 97 neighborhood blocks in the heart of Harlem, in New York City, in New York State. This is the home of the Harlem Children's Zone, an all-encompassing, all-hands-on-deck anti-poverty effort that is literally saving a generation of children in a neighborhood where they were never supposed to have a chance. The philosophy behind the project is simple. If poverty is a disease that infects an entire community in the form of unemployment and violence, failing schools and broken homes, then we can't just treat those symptoms in isolation. We have to heal the entire community. And we have to focus on what actually works. So check this out. If you're a child who's born in the Harlem Children's Zone, you start life differently than other inner city children. Your parents probably went to what they call baby college, a place where they receive counseling on how to care for newborns and what to expect in those first months. You start school right away because there's early childhood education available. When your parents are at work, you have a safe place to play and learn because there's child care and after-school programs even in the summer. There are innovative charter schools to attend. There's free medical services that offer care when you're sick and preventive services to stay healthy. There's affordable, good food available so you're not malnourished and you're not eating Popeyes and McDonald's and Burger King each and every day. There are job counselors and financial counselors. There's technology training and crime prevention. You don't just sign up for this program, you're actively recruited for it because the idea is that if everyone's involved and no one slips through the cracks, then you really can change an entire community. Jeffrey Canada, the program's inspirational, innovative founder, put it best. Instead of helping some kids beat the odds, the Harlem Children's Zone is actually changing the odds altogether. And it's working. Parents in Harlem are actually reading more to their kids. Their kids are staying in school and passing statewide tests at higher rates than other children in New York City. They're going to college in a place where it was once unheard of. They've even placed third on a national chess championship. So we know this works. And if we know it works, there's no reason this program should stop at the end of those blocks in Harlem. It's time to change the odds for neighborhoods all across America. And that's why, when I'm president of the United States of America, the first part of my plan to combat urban poverty will be to replicate the Harlem's Children's Zone in 20 cities across the country. We'll train staff, we'll have them draw up detailed plans with attainable goals, and the federal government will provide half of the funding for each city, with the rest coming from philanthropies and businesses. We can do it here in Washington, D.C. We can do it in Chicago. We can do it in New York. We can do it in Houston. We can do it in L.A. We can do it all across the country. Now, how much will this cost? I'll be honest with you. It can't be done on the cheap. It will cost a few $billions a year. We won't just spend the money because we can. Every step these cities take will be evaluated carefully. And if what they're doing isn't working, if the plans or programs aren't meeting the goals that we've set, then we'll stop funding them and we'll try something else. But we will find the money to find the things that work because we can't afford not to. Dr. King once remarked that if we can find the money to put a man on the moon, then we can find the money to put a man on his own 2 feet. We can do that. There is no reason we should spend tens of thousands of dollars a year to imprison one of these kids when they turn 18, when we could be spending $3,500 to turn their lives around with this program. And to really put in perspective, think of it this way. The Harlem Children's Zone is saving a generation of children for about $46 million a year. That's about what the war in Iraq costs American taxpayers every 4 hours. That is something that we can invest in. Let's invest this money. Let's change the odds in urban America by focusing on what works.